Hello, I'm Larimar. Today I wanted to make a video about your life purpose by astrological perspective. So this is based off of your chart ruler, the ruler of your first house. And I decided to make this series because I personally found it very useful to get to know who I am and get the clues from my birth chart. It incredibly helped me deepen my self-awareness and helped me realize the aspects of myself that I was not consciously aware of. So basically it allowed me to see myself from objective perspective. So I think it's very cool. So for those of you who are not familiar with what is birth chart is basically a snapshot of the energetic dynamics at the time of your birth from your birth location. And it's interesting that this energy starts playing out throughout your entire life. So once you know how to decipher your charts, you can have a lot of clues about your life and how to ace your life. So I hope this is helpful for you, and let me know if you resonate with it. And know that not every single details are predetermined from the moment of your birth, because we all have our free wills. However, there are certain things that were predetermined that we agreed upon to play this life. For example, there are certain things that we cannot really change, like the location of birth and parent, sibling, childhood experience, especially when we are physically vulnerable and don't have a lot of power to change the external circumstances. So those things are predetermined, and are accurately reflected on your chart. And most of the time, your childhood has a lot to do with your previous lifetime, and mostly the things that were not resolved in that time. So it was carried over to this current lifetime. Yeah, so without further ado, I would like to dive in. In this video, I want to be talking about your chart ruler in the 11th house. So if the ruler of your first house is in the 11th house, for example, you have Aries rising sign and your Mars is in Aquarius. If your rising sign is Taurus and your Venus is in Pisces. If your rising sign is Gemini and your Mercury is in Aries. And your rising sign is Cancer and your moon is in Taurus. Rising sign is Leo and your sun is in Gemini. Your rising sign is Virgo and your Mercury is in Cancer. Your rising sign is Libra and your Venus is in Leo. And your rising sign is Scorpio and your Mars or Pluto is in Virgo. Whew. Okay, if your rising sign is Sagittarius and your Jupiter is in Libra. If your rising sign is Capricorn and your Saturn is in Scorpio. If your rising sign is Aquarius and your Saturn or Uranus is in Sagittarius. If your rising sign is Pisces and your Neptune or Jupiter is in Capricorn. I'm done. All right. So this is the video you would like to watch. So your life purpose has to do with earning your titles and connecting people. Because 11th house is the house of a large group of people, friends and like-minded people, and also humanitarian causes. So you would be involved in such areas however you're passionate about being part of a large community conference and a group of people. Any activities that raises awareness of humanitarian causes, whether it be environmental, political, economic, and technological. This is part of your life missions. And 11th house rules long-term visions and your dreams. So your mission actually has to achieve your dreams and it's not going to be an overnight success. You will have to put a lot of efforts moderately every single day for like 20 to 30 years. But and this is the type of workload that's required for receiving a PhD degree. Like, it's a long-term project. And actually, a lot of people would have a doctorate degree. For those of you who have this configuration in the chart, so working hard, you would be very dedicated to achieving your dreams. And if some of you are debating and whether you should continue pursuing it, I really hope that you don't lose faith. You can do it, and it's gonna be worthwhile. So don't give up. You can be well known in a large group. You can be a leader, but both 11th house and 10th house rules organization. The only difference is that 10th house rules hierarchical, conventional organization, whereas that has a central control, whereas 11th house is about an organization that doesn't have any central control. So the examples of lateral systems are sociology, economy, ecosystem, computer science, and what else? Anthropology, science, and brain specialists, skin specialists, circulatory system, and the physical body. Also, 11th house rules a large group, so mass movement. Your focus is not a niche market. You can be involved in mass movement, huge political systems, supply chain activists, and environmental movement, and any sort of distributive systems. Because distribution is ruled by 11th house. Electrician, engineer. You can be a financial networker. It can be very strategic and opportunistic about how to connect things or people or systems. For this reason, you would excel in such area. Whether you'd be a computer engineer, scientist, also you can be a YouTuber. Social networking is ruled by 11th house, Aquarius. Another mission you have in this lifetime is to be socially active. You are supposed to meet a lot of people who are like-minded, who can share your dreams and who can work towards the same goal. Also, 11th house is the house of gains, so financial gains. Making money is definitely one of the biggest life missions for you. If you're interested in market economy, business in general, you can become a very successful business person, especially your dignity. The planetary dignity is strong. And this is because 11th house rules a system that doesn't have the center. And you can have a great understanding of how all these like seemingly separate entities work together. So you can be a trendsetter. You can almost like feel the pulse of the society. You can have an understanding of how this vast world is working. You could find it easy to analyze how things work in market economy or politics. By doing research, you'll be able to connect the dots, and that's a gift. You can be an agent of connectivity. You would know where to make investment and where to put certain people in the right position to create something totally new. So that's pretty amazing, and that is how you will be able to make a lot of money and gain titles. And it's not only applied to business, it can be applied to any fields, whether it's academic or in medical fields. Like it's especially 11th house particularly rules brains and hormones and circulatory systems, etc., skins, and also psychology as well. So developing good networking skills is important for you, and constantly interacting with people from different groups. 11th house in Aquarius represents objectivity. Sometimes it can be considered as detached and aloof. This is how you would best process information, and although it's going to be different for everyone depending on zodiac signs and planets. But at the bottom line, your life purpose has to do with achieving your dreams, gaining the titles, reaping the financial benefits, financial gains through hard working. Some people sacrifice, some people let go of their personal dreams for the sake of other stuffs, but you are not the case. So yeah, I would like to know if you would resonate with it. Leave a comment below. I hope this helps you in any way, shape, or form, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.